Finally, we are rolling. Here's a new one. Apple are now disabling my phone camera until I agree to update their new software, which I will agree to tonight. And at that point, I will turn my phone off to make sure that it doesn't upgrade. Good morning, guys. It is your gorgeous, sexy G-Love here, coming at you from a wet, drizzly and dead quiet cemetery somewhere in the southwest of the UK. The time is 9:10 on Wednesday, May the 6th, 2026, and this is day 145 of my shit to fit transformation from a tired, overfed and essentially invisible 204 to a buffed up and head turning 185 pounds of twisted steel and sex appeal. I will try and keep these updates brief, so do like, subscribe and stick around for the cheesy outro. So just a quick recap. I previously lost 10 pounds of fat in 10 weeks. And then I lean gained or maintained for 10 weeks to wash away diet fatigue, repair connective tissues and regain any lost strength and size. And I'm now back on that grind again. Since Monday, May the 4th, I am once again cutting, looking to lose 8 to 9 pounds of body fat in 7 to 8 weeks. I got myself to bed last night shortly after 11 PM for 8 hours of good sleep. Woke up this morning, which was actually 2 hours and 12 minutes ago. Weighed myself first thing. My weight came in at 194.25 pounds. That gives me an average weight for the last 7 days of 194.11. So it has increased very, very slightly since yesterday. It's very strange because in the last 2 days, I've actually deficited myself 1,500 calories. So I would expect my weight to be dropping. However, my body is probably freaking out and thinking, what the hell's going on? And it's probably storing some extra water here and there. I know that thermodynamics do not lie. The laws of physics cannot be changed, and we will be losing 1.4 pounds of fat per week. This morning when I woke up, I literally felt like a 75-year-old man. I felt so tired. All my limbs felt really, really heavy. I weighed myself, dragged myself downstairs, got my coffees made. I had 2 cups of coffee and then sat at my desk, watched a bit of YouTube. And after about an hour and a half, I just felt as if I was glued to the seat. And yes, I had to literally force myself out. And I came to the cemetery, walked around for about 20 minutes. And yeah, I don't feel so bad now, actually. It's weird because one thing I need to remember is while I'm cutting, or I'm actually quite lean in either case, the way that I feel when I wake up in the morning is not necessarily how I'm going to feel 2 hours later. And it's up to me to get myself out, get some exercise, get the blood pumping, and this also aids recovery. At present, system fatigue is actually quite high. My energy levels are very, very low generally. Aches and pains aren't too bad. I've got a few aches and pains all over, although they are muscular aches and pains and not so much joints and connective tissue aches and pains. I hit the gym yesterday, got all my exercises squared away, which was a little bit of a struggle because the gym's still a building site. They're going to be unveiling our new gym in a couple of weeks' time, which is all new and improved for females. Yes, they're going to be setting aside a third of the floor space specifically as a women's training area, which means that women can train wherever they want and men have to choose their own section, which is, I guess that's the sign of the times. It is what it is. I could rant about that, but I won't. But what I will say is one of the many benefits of slimming down and getting lean is I can at some point say goodbye to commercial gyms and train at home and use lighter weights and use body weight exercises instead. So that's like a long-term goal for the future. I think I've rambled enough now. So I will say, as usual, I will put a link on the top right of your screen, which takes you back to December 11th, 2025, and my chubby little face at the start of this journey. That link will be right here. Otherwise, do sit tight and wait around for day 146. That's awesome. Thanks for watching, guys, and roll the outro.